Hidden Stories of Jesus in Britain Chapter 1 The Lost Narrative. A wealthy merchant stood on the bow of one of his many trading ships. Beyond the tempestuous waves that lay before him, the first glimpse of rolling green hills could be seen, enshrouded in clouds and a gentle rain. He was following a sea path much frequented in his day, making another voyage to inspect his highly profitable mining operations. This particular part of the trip was typically the most challenging, as the open sea beat and tossed his sailing vessel one last time before the long journey's end. Like all travelers to this isolated corner of the world, he would have looked forward to debarking on the peaceful and inviting shore. For him, these business trips were likely satisfying journeys, well worth the discomforts of months of travel. After all, the vast holdings of tin and lead mines he had come to inspect provided inconceivable wealth. The raw minerals his operations provided were in high demand throughout the Roman Empire, and he had no problem outfitting his journeys with the best ships and best crews available. Each trip added to his vast profits and influence. This was no ordinary merchant, peddling his ore around the Mediterranean. He had been awarded by the Romans the title, Nobilis Decurio, an indication of his prominent position in their imperial administration as the Minister of Mines. His political connections were significant. In addition to his administrative position, he sat on the Roman Senate. Furthermore, as a Jew, he was an influential member of the Sanhedrin, the Jewish religious body that ruled Judean lands under Roman control. For a Jew to hold such a prominent position in the Roman Empire was unusual, and reflective of his extraordinary talent and connections. He was likely one of the wealthiest individuals in the world of his day. He certainly had one of, if not the, largest trading fleets in the empire, with ports of call all over Europe, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. As our merchant drew closer to land, with the coastline of Gaul now far behind him, he would make out the hill on the island of Ichthys, on the southwest tip of Britain, known as Cornwall today. According to oral legends and ancient writings, Ichthys is where tin trading vessels would first land. Further inland lay the most productive tin mines in the world. After being mined in the nearby hills, tin was beaten into squares and sent down to Ichthys to be shipped all over the Roman Empire. The tin was an important ingredient in the manufacture of bronze tools and weapons, and the expanding empire needed a lot of weapons. Modern archaeology has uncovered samples of British minerals discovered across the Roman world from Pompeii to Egypt and more, confirming that the mines of Britain fed the mineral hunger of that time. Today, Ichthys is known as Mount St. Michael, and features a medieval castle and a Norman church. At the time of the Romans, it probably only contained simple wooden homes, buildings, and shipping docks. Although this wealthy merchant had been to Britain many times before, this one particular trip was different. On this occasion, he had more valuable cargo with him, a young boy of about 15 years of age. He had assumed care of the lad after the passing of the youth's stepfather, and mentored him during his business travels. Being wealthy, connected, and generally respected by all who knew him, the merchant was an ideal candidate for the responsibility of turning a young boy into a well-educated man. The connection that he had to Britain was also important, as the boy had close ties to the island himself. His grandmother had been born there, and possibly even his mother. For the boy, a journey to Britain was not just an exciting opportunity to learn a new trade, but also a chance to connect with the land of his ancestors, to see some of his people. These people may or may not have known, though the boy likely did, that he was a descendant of their royalty, and the rightful heir to their throne. The time was not yet, but would soon come, when this wonderful news would be accepted and widely spread among them. His royal bloodline, coming through his mother, had long been preserved in the British Isles, the scriptural Isles of the Sea. It was the bloodline of the House of Israel. Even more specifically, it was the bloodline of the Davidic kings of Judah. Jews had been looking forward to his prophetic emergence for a very long time. So had a certain religious sect which had taken root and flourished in the British Isles. The wealthy merchant of this story was Joseph of Arimathea, who, according to the New Testament, would later beg for the body of his precious, adopted son. The young boy was Jesus of Nazareth. For the full story, visit us at covenantbooks.com.